Welcome back for my third retrospective, where we'll be looking at all the fatalities of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This will only be looking at the arcade edition of the game, so Rain and Noob Saibot will not be appearing. Also, this will only include Human Smoke's first fatality, as his second one appeared in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Once again, this is a fatality video, so no friendships, babalities, animalities, or brutalities will be shown. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was released in arcades in 1995 and was an update to the already popular Mortal Kombat 3. The update included new characters, new tournament modes, bug fixes and tweaks to some of the existing characters. With the addition of a combo system, a run button, multi-level stages, different characteristics between fighters and tournament modes, Mortal Kombat became a competitive arcade fighting game that is still played at competition level today. Several of the actors from the original Mortal Kombat games were replaced in 3. Elizabeth Malecki, Sonya Blade, Philippan, Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 2, and Catalan Zamir, the female ninjas of Mortal Kombat 2, were replaced due to royalty disputes. Daniel Pesina, Johnny Cage in the Male Ninjas, was fired in 1994 for wearing the Johnny Cage costume in an advertisement for the arcade game Bloodstorm. Although he wasn't let go from Midway Games, Daniel's brother Carlos Pesina, Raiden, did not appear in Mortal Kombat 3 as a penalty for his work on the rival game Tattoo Assassins. From a fatality point of view, I'm not the biggest fan of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I find a lot of the fatalities to be unimpressive or just plain silly. As a competitive one-on-one fighter, it's probably the best in the series, but it's that lack of realism and the loss of its darker, more brutal overtones that disappoints me when it comes to the fatalities. In my opinion, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is the end of the Shao Kahn saga. It is Earthrealm's final attempt to rid themselves of his evil grasp forever. Shao Kahn, annoyed at his continued losses, decides to use a plan that was set in motion 10,000 years ago. Shao Kahn's wife, Sindel, died at a young age, and using his dark sorcerers, he resurrects her soul not in the Outworld, but in the Earthrealm. This allows him to cross the border between realms to reclaim his queen, and when Shao Kahn is reunited with Sindel, the two realms become merged, and as a result, billions of people are stripped of their souls. Under the protection of Raiden, a few souls remained. Unfortunately, as the newly merged realm is now presided over by the Outworld gods, Raiden finds himself with no power to take on Kahn. It's now up to the survivors to save the Earthrealm and defeat Shao Kahn once and for all. And now for the main event, the fatalities. A cool game opening fatality that sees you smashing your opponent into the ceiling, sending them into the fiery lava pits of hell.
Finish him. Fatality.
Seeing the train tracks in the background gave me hope that this is how it would end.
Finish her. Fatality.
This may just be another variation of the pit fatality, but its excitement is raised by having your opponent smash their floorboards before they meet their grisly end.
Finish him. Fatality.
The pit makes its third appearance with another awesome variation.
Finish him. Nightwolf wins. Fatality. Sub-Zero.
Remember when Midway gave us one of the most bloody, gruesome and violent fatalities of all time? Well, it's back, and while it starts out so promising, the censored ending leaves you feeling cheated.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Smoke.
He is a human form of the cybernetic ninja Smoke and a hidden playable character. He only has one fatality in the game, and it's a copy of another fighter.
Finish him. Fatality. Jade.
A hidden non-playable character in Mortal Kombat 2, Jade makes her playable debut as a close friend of Katana. I think that if her opponent ended up in a different pose, this fatality could have been impressive.
Finish him. Fatality.
Her second fatality is fairly violent, but the comical sounds lessen the gore effect.
Finish him. Jade wins. Fatality. Nightwolf.
I've never liked the character Nightwolf, and I think it's because of his lackluster fatalities. His first fatality is fairly short and lacks any real pop.
Finish him. Nightwolf wins. Fatality.
I don't even know what's happening in this fatality.
Finish him. Fatality. Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung returns with quite possibly his most interesting look to date. Again, due to bad body placing, this fatality ends up looking less impressive than it possibly could have.
Finish him. Shang Tsung wins. Fatality.
His second is a soul-stealing fatality that turns your opponent into a rewarding pile of goop.
Finish him. Fatality. Ermac.
One of the great urban myths of video games, Ermac was said to be a glitch in the original Mortal Kombat arcade game. It was said that he possessed the abilities of both Scorpion and Sub-Zero and went by his full name, Macro. He now enters Mortal Kombat 3 as a playable character with psychic abilities. His first fatality is the one he shares with Human Smoke.
Finish her. Ermac wins. Fatality.
This is a great use of his Psychic Slam and very over the top satisfying.
Finish her. Ermac wins. Fatality. Jax.
In preparation for his battles with the minions of Outworld, Jax replaces his arms with indestructible bionic implants. His first fatality looks cool, but doesn't really make much sense for his character.
Finish him. Jax wins. Fatality.
I think someone was watching a little too much Terminator 2 when they came up with this fatality.
Finish him. Jax wins. Fatality.